Hello everyone, I'm here with Admiral Izzy Harcassle, Commanding Officer of the United States Navy, SL 2nd Fleet. We're here to talk about an upcoming event involving SL's most active military groups. The event is called Fleet Week 2020. It'll be held from May 4th through May 10th. Good evening, Admiral. How are you doing today?
Good evening, Luke. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate this. I'm doing great. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great here, just hanging in with the stay-at-home orders and getting out and walking when I can, and just spending some time in Second Life. In fact, I watched the Lab Gab video today, and they was talking about all the logins are way up in the last week or so. So I guess people are spending.
I can totally imagine that. You know what? Being I imagine being on Second Life helps people get over their cabin fever.
Okay, so let's talk about Fleet Week here, and can you give us kind of a brief rundown of what it's going to be, and just a couple paragraphs?
Well, Fleet Week 2020 is the brainchild of one of my longest and best friends on Second Life, Admiral Sydney Pobieski, excuse me. I knew her back when she was a captain. We were both captains, actually. But it was her idea to kind of bring everyone together and in a way to kind of promote what's left of the military groups on here on Second Life and try to come together as in a collaborative effort to put forth a great program. So in real life, Fleet Week is basically what it sounds. It's a week off. It's a way to show appreciation to our armed forces. It originally started as a tradition in Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, where it was a week away from wartime. It would pull into major metropolitan areas like London, Paris, France, New York City, places, major ports that they could go back to, get away from everything that was going on in the world. So I've been a part of 2 Fleet Weeks in my life, one in San Francisco and one in San Diego, where I was stationed aboard the USS Boxer. And it was just a fun time, really, getting out there in your uniform and interacting with civilians. It's definitely a great way to recruit. In terms of what's going to take place, every single group from 7th Fleet to 3rd Fleet to the Second Life Marine Corps with General Jade Kangas, to Naval Air Station, which is a World War II themed Navy group, to the Second Life Coast Guard, which is one of the longest standing groups on Second Life. Everyone has their own day planned. Everyone has their own itinerary that they've put together and that they're practicing, working hard to try to give you basically what it's like to be a member of those groups, what a typical day is like. They have activities taking place, events, displays, air shows. There's week-long dogfighting tournaments, even an air race that some groups are putting on with free prizes that are being given away by sponsors. So it's all it is meant to be a fun week, and hopefully it gives people a little bit of a reprieve of what's going on in real life.
Okay, very cool. And there's I think 6 groups altogether, right? Three
Yes, sir.
Navy's groups.
Actually, I don't know. I'm not really sure how another time that something like this has been attempted. I know there are conventions. There have been events that have involved military groups in the past, but this is one that's strictly Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard.
Okay, very good. Sounds like it's going to be a really good time. So again, the date is May 4th through May 10th, and I'm sure notices will be sent out every day, which group will be featured that day and where the location will be. So, and we'll be doing live video streams of some of the events. I probably won't be able to get to all of them every day, but I'll try to get to each group, and do at least one of their events. So we'll have that posted on our YouTube channel, SL Aviation Network, and people can watch that. If you don't watch it live, you can watch it on demand at your leisure.
Well, thank you again for taking time out of your day to come over here and have a little chat with me and help us get this event out into the masses. I'm really looking forward to it. I really hope everybody comes by because all the groups, every member of the groups are, they're working their butts off trying to get this off and trying to get this done right. So, yeah, come by, have fun, come see what we do.